Let's take a look at the dashboard and review the main areas you'll use throughout the platform. The dashboard is your homepage. You can always return to it by clicking the home icon in the top left corner. At the top of the dashboard, you'll see the name of your company. You can also add notes by clicking Add Note. Notes are helpful for keeping important account information, updates, changes, or reminders in one place. Once you add a note, it will be available here on the dashboard. Below that, you'll see your fleet overview. This section shows the number of devices your account allows, how many devices are currently connected, how many are online, and how many are offline. You'll also see the number of users on the account, your user limit, and the type of account you have. Next, you'll see Quick Actions. These buttons give you a shortcut to common tasks. For example, you can create a new campaign by clicking New Campaign. You can start creating a campaign from here, or if you click Upload Content, you can upload files by dragging and dropping them or by selecting files from your device. Further down, you'll see recent items for templates, campaigns, library, designer, and devices. On the right side of the dashboard, you'll see a Did You Know section. This area includes short videos and tips about different parts of the system, such as custom templates, graphic design, and other helpful features. Now, let's review the main navigation across the top. The Templates section is where you create the layout for your campaigns. Templates control the screen design and the zones where content will appear. The Campaigns section is where you add content and build your campaigns. When you open a campaign, you can add images, videos, widgets, projects, and other content to the zones in your template. The library is where your uploaded images and videos are stored. From here, you can search for content, filter by date, upload new files, create folders, and view your content or shared content. The Designer section is where you can create graphics, images, and videos. You can use pre-made templates, add content from your library, add text, and design content for different sizes or formats. The Project Editor is where you design a project, the canvas you drop on screens. Place images, text, rich text, shapes, and any of the live widgets. If you are a parent company and manage multiple companies, you may also see a Companies tab. This is where companies under your account can be managed. The Permissions section is where you can manage different levels of access for users. You can create custom permissions to control what users are allowed to do. For example, you may want one user to only update content, while another user can add devices or manage campaigns. The Devices section is where you add and manage devices. Any device you add will appear in this area. The Alerts section allows you to override every other piece of content on your screens. Type a message, pick the audience, set a duration, and within seconds, the targeted players replace their normal programming with a full-screen alert in the colors and font you chose. When the duration runs out, they return to normal automatically. Live Control is the on-air control room for your screens. When a match goes live, when halftime hits, when a sponsor cue lands, flip what every device is showing with one tap. The Log section shows user activity, such as when users log in or log out. You can also download the logs as a CSV file. By clicking the moon icon on the right, you can also switch between dark mode and light mode. Now, if you hover over the Zoney logo, you'll see additional options, including domain setup, platform news, support, plans, settings, and logout. In Domain Setup, you can configure a custom domain to white-label your digital signage platform and upload your company logo. In Platform News is your in-app broadcasting tool. Use it to push banners, promotional videos, and short Did You Know tips to your team and customers without sending email or asking IT to push a notification. Each item shows up inside the app on the right audience for the date range you choose. Under Support, you can raise tickets with the platform's support team, report bugs, ask billing questions, request new features, or get help with anything that isn't covered by the Docs in plans. You can view the different plans that are available. In Settings, you can update your logo and account information. If you have access, create new users. You can also set which email address should receive support ticket notifications. On the top right of the page, you have configuration settings in a table that controls which assets your company shares with its sub-accounts. Each row is a category, and each column is a target tier. Under Device Settings, you can enable Scheduled Device Reboots. If you want devices to reboot automatically, turn this setting on and choose whether the reboot should happen daily, weekly, or monthly. You can also set the time for the reboot. You can also enable alerts for offline players. When adding content from your library to a campaign, you can set default playback settings. For example, you can choose whether images play for 10 seconds, 30 seconds, or another default duration. You can also set a default playback time for projects, aspect ratio, and background color. These default settings help save time when adding new content to campaigns. The system can automatically take screenshots when a device is added. By default, the system stores up to 10 screenshots and takes one every 30 minutes. You can change the maximum number of screenshots, up to 200, and adjust how often screenshots are taken. Once you make changes to any settings, click Save. That wraps up the dashboard overview. From here, you can navigate to the main areas of the platform, manage your account, upload content, create campaigns, add devices, and adjust your settings.